Hey, what's going on, new sub? Yeah, you new subscriber, the new one, the freshest one. Hey, do you want to see a little bit of a Spira Prime Riven video? Alright, I'll show you. Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry, I got you, fam. I'm gonna show you a fucking Spira Sati Visicron with negative puncture. Alright, I wanted to do this video because, you know, dispo changes are coming. And since Spira, nobody uses it, and it's 1 out of 5 dispo, it's most likely gonna get buffed to like 4 out of 5, or 3 out of 5, or 5 out of 5. So yeah, you might wanna, like, maybe it's an investment opportunity, alright? Maybe you should buy 3 Spira Rivens for 20 plat each and hold on to them. Maybe, I don't know. Decide on your own if that's even a thing worth doing. Maybe Lex Rivens. Yeah, think about it a little bit. Maybe that's an investment opportunity. I don't know. I'm no expert. But yeah, listen up. How to make good Spira. Alright, it's a puncture weapon, and it kind of can't do good status, so you want to remove puncture. So we got negative puncture here. When this Riven gets buffed, it's going to increase the negative puncture, and it's going to increase all the other stats. So it's going to be even more negative puncture, which is good. So yeah, you need 2 dual stats, prime crit mods, a Riven with crit chance damage multi, and you're done. You're Gucci. And that's how you do it. Let's give it a test. I'm not even going to spawn enemies. I've done it beforehand. I'm a professional Riven reviewer. I don't need to do shit. All right, one thing about this gun, secondary weapon. That's the thing that pisses me off about rifle Riven, fucking pistol Riven, and melee Riven. If it says pistol Riven and it's for a throwing weapon, it's not a pistol. It should be secondary Riven mod. All right, secondary weapon Riven, because this is no pistol. All right, check it out. As you can see, it shoots kind of all over the fucking place, which is bad. And we want headshots because this is a crit weapon. And yeah, that's the thing I wanted to tell you. All right, check it out. Check out how much damage it does. That was bad. All right, we can do better than that. Check it out. Impact procs, gotta love them. That's the second time they happen. All right, check it. Oh my god, this is such bad luck. Yeah, that's because I increased status on it, so it does a lot of fucking impact. But on top of that, it does plenty of corrosive too, which is very beneficial to kill time. Oh my god, the impact procs. That's why before Vauban had the buff, the increased damage to incapacitated enemies. That's why I always used to Bastille every enemy, because if I just pause them and do it like this, they would flail their heads around because of impact procs. And by god, is that fucking annoying or what? But yeah, we'll deal with it. Check it out. It gets kills rather fast. Maybe even a negative impact would also be nice for this fucking thing. But yeah, the thing about it, that has a good reload and everything, but for status, I think it's still a little bit too low of a fire rate. So if you get fire rate in your Riven, alright, like this, fire rate multi crit damage or something like that, and negative puncture, I think that would be pretty fucking awesome on that. So yeah, maybe you should buy a couple Spira Rivens, and invest and wait for Spira to get buffed so you can resell their Rivens for profits. Maybe you should do that. No guarantees though that it's gonna get buffed at all. All right, we still don't know anything, even about the Grand Prime. By the way, God, everybody, thanks for looking at the Grand Prime video. Holy shit, that video blew up. It's like probably my most successful video, and this time that I'm uploading this at, that is probably the best my channel has ever done. So yeah, thank you everybody for subbing, watching, liking, sharing, and whatever you do. I really appreciate it, alright? But yeah, Grand Prime, there's a good chance that Dispo is going to get nerfed, but that's with most primed weapons, alright? They nerfed Aklex Prime. They're just gonna nuke everything that's good, alright? And it's not necessarily because they're overpowered, alright? It's just weapon usage. So even pretty weapons like Galatine Prime. Galatine Prime, not a bad weapon, honestly, but I don't think it deserves 1 out of 5 dispo, honestly. It really does not. So yeah, Galatine Prime is... there's a good chance that it's gonna get buffed. And Grand Prime, it's gonna get nerfed. Of course it is, alright? Like, you can expect that. Everybody's gonna acquire the Grand Prime and they're gonna use the weapon and it's gonna become good. But then you're gonna be like, man, what's a good alternative to Grand Prime? I'll tell you right away. Alright, so look on Grand Prime stats. Slow attack speed, awesome crits, awesome status, awesome damage. Alright, you saw it. Look at Archetytron. Slow as fuck, good crits, great status, great damage. Hey! Archetytron is similar to Grand Prime. So yeah, since I don't see people running Archetytron ever, there's a slight chance that this is gonna get buffed to dispo, and since it does good with crits and status, it also has that infinite potential that Grand Prime has, along with the addition of not having an infinitely annoying slam attack flailing, like ragdolling, and it does, on Crushing Ruin combo, it does an innate electricity proc, which is good for condition overload. So yeah, that's also a little pro tip. If you want a Grand Prime-ish weapon that's not a Grand Prime, that still scales fucking insanely, that's not gonna get its dispo all fucked up, Archetytron is the thing to look at. Just a little helpful tip. Alright? Listen to your boy Ksilisab. I got a little bit of Riven knowledge up in here. Also, Syndo Prime. Good chance that this is going to get buffed. Although it's nothing to really revel at. The status is kind of trash on it. I think it's like 15. Yeah. Syndo Prime's going to get buffed. Just know that. Alright? And that's it. All these, so many melee weapons are going to get buffed. I think... I'm 90% sure Nikana Prime is going to get buffed as well. So yeah, that's going to be pretty good for you weeaboos, for you anime fans that like Nikanas for some reason. Probably the least used melee weapons in my arsenal, like Nikanas. I've never gave like a quarter of a shit about Nikanas, even though they could do good damage, honestly. But I just didn't like the way they felt. But yeah. Fragor Prime, I think it's 3 out of 5 dispo. Alright, this thing is a piece of shit just because of the insanely low status. Mr. Riven Dealer, I'm not a Riven dealer, alright? I'm a Riven reviewer. You don't see me with 50,000 platinum. If you don't see me with 50,000 platinum, I'm not a Riven dealer. There's another helpful little tip. Dual carry is probably going to get nerfed, alright? It's going to get fucking nuked into oblivion. So, yeah. There you go, and a pointlessly long video about melee weapons on Spira Prime. So yeah, have fun investing in Riven mods and expecting the huge change that's forever gonna shift the meta into something different as far as Riven modding goes. So yeah, have a nice day, bro.